What's up, y'all? So a lot of people have asked about my Elves Falath Evo and what it feels like to ride it and how it compares to other crit bikes. Uh, well, let me tell you how the purchasing situation went, and then we'll get into how the bike feels. I bought the bike back in February online. I ordered it because I thought it was pretty dope looking, and it is. Uh, Paid the fees for it, and waited and waited and waited. And I eventually had to contact the Elves. There was some confusion as to the stem length on the bike that I wanted. But they ended up getting it sorted out, and they sent me the 59 130 that I ordered. It arrived like 2 days after I contacted them, which was really weird because normally something coming from China would take a lot longer than that to arrive. But it arrived. The packaging was amazing. It was packed beautifully. There was nothing floating around, nothing broken in the box. It was great. Um, I built it up with SRAM Force AXS group that I purchased from brands up in Wandsworth, New York, and it was built at Cycle Classics over in Portsmouth, Virginia. Gordon built it up beautifully. It has no creaks or no squeaks, nothing. It's just a solid bike. It's a different feel though than any other bike I've ridden, and I'll explain to you why. The top tube is high, but it's extremely short. That's why I got the 130 stem to compensate for the shorter top tube. The chainstay on the non-drive side bows out. Well, they both bow out pretty good, but you kind of, if your foot placement isn't correct, you'll get rubbing on the right rear chainstay. And also, if you have feet that are somewhat large, you're going to have overlap on the front wheel. All right. I don't feel like this bike is a crit bike. Um, it's a fast bike. It's a good road race bike. It's a great road race bike, actually. It's an amazing shop ride bike, but to me, it just doesn't feel like it's got the right balance for a crit bike. Like, I'll give you an example. The bottom bracket is higher than most bikes that you would ride, so it dives into corners quick, but the short wheelbase makes it real twitchy, and the wheel overlap makes it like not a good bike for crit racing. I mean, if you don't have to worry about the wheel overlap, if your feet aren't big, then you really don't have that problem, but I unfortunately do. The bottom bracket that I have on it is the stock one that came with the frame. I'm a big BB Infinite guy, and I would normally put BB Infinite on anything that I ride, from the jockey wheels to the bottom bracket. This bottom bracket that came with the bike is great. It's smooth, it spins fine. Um, I built it up with Reynolds AR41 wheels, SRAM Force AXS. I got a Rock Brothers saddle on it that I got from Amazon. The total build was under $3,000, so I really can't complain a whole lot, especially for the looks. I mean, the bike itself is stunning. It gets looks wherever we go, and it's got Continental GP 5000 tires, not tubeless. I'm running tubes. I just get tired of the tubeless headache sometimes. And I haven't had really bad experiences with tubes. And I've been riding them for God knows how long, forever. But other than that, man, the bike itself, like I said, it's great. It rides really smooth. It has its quirks, but for the price, I really don't think you're gonna find anything that's better than it. If you can, let me know. But other than that, I think the bike is pretty solid, and if I would buy it again. I would 120% buy it again. I got over 1,000 miles on this thing now, and it's just solid. Oh, the torque on the bolts. You have to put the torque that they recommend on the bolts. If you put anything less, it will start shaking itself loose. So if they say 9, they mean 9. If they say that they want to tighten to that amount, you better do it. Also, the stem risers, don't go crazy slamming the stem, because the bars have a pretty good drop on them. So once you mount your brake levers, it's going to be a little bit lower than you probably expect. So, but this is a 59. 59 centimeter. I usually ride a 58 centimeter, and I've had great experience riding this bike. I enjoy it. So, that's all. Just wanted to let you guys know that the Elves Falath Evo is it's worth the purchase. All right, take care.